Hey, what's up? Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Kly. Today is Saturday, the weekend. Oh, yeah. July 11th, 2026. Time is moving too damn fast. Summer's getting close to being half over already. I feel like we just started summer. I hope you guys are having a good day. I know it's early. I'm trying to do these a little bit earlier every day. It's hard to get up when you stay up so late. So, thank you for joining me. If you're just joining me for the first time, I do this specific video every single morning. I think I'm about 45 episodes of this so far. I grab my cup of bean juice, uh, and I just kind of doom scroll through Twitter. Twitter, the most trusted name in news, right? And just react to today's headlines and news cycle stuff. Today's headlines are going to be a lot about Fort Worth, Texas, a few other things that I think you're going to find interesting. So if you're just joining me, please like and share the video. And hey, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I got 700 videos. I got 3 shows a week that we do. Tuesdays, no more Wednesdays, but Thursdays, and now Sunday podcast. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. So let's start. Let's get into it. But first, I feel like we should just briefly talk about the elephant in the room. So, unfortunately for our situation, Tommy closing StreamYards, he was sharing the entire monitor screen instead of just sharing the window. So when he closed StreamYards, our X message was opened up, and somebody took a screenshot from there. I thought he got hacked or something, but no. He had his screen open with our message up there, and that's how they got that message. That's a real message. That's something that we went back and forth was because he knows I make videos, and he was distraught. I never seen the guy so upset. He was called me early in the morning. Let's hear what exact. I'm looking at my text messages right now from that day. I got a call from Tommy that morning at like 5:30 my or his time. So let me see here. That would be okay. July 5th, 7:27 a.m. I got a call from Tommy. That's 5:27 a.m. his time. But before that, I did receive a couple text messages, and I cannot show you them and release them without permission because they're not mine. It was to me, but it's from Tommy's wife. So I have to ask permission before I show. But it's not doxing anybody's phone numbers. It's not any information. It's just proving that at 4:09 a.m. I received a crazy fucking text message out of nowhere that woke me up. And I'm actually going to read it to you. But I just want to point out that I will say this, though. Tommy was merely asking me if I thought the video was good enough to post. If I thought the video was accurate. If I thought he did a good job explaining it. And he was worried about crashing out on camera and crying in front of all of you because he's a grown man, and no grown man wants to cry on camera. Maybe the liberal soy boys do, but we don't. So he was merely asking me, and maybe he used words that he should have used different words to describe what he was asking me, right? But he was asking me quite simply, hey, I made this video. I hope it's good enough. Did I explain myself right? Does it sound like a jumbled mess? Please watch this and let me know if you think that like this is a good enough to post to get like what happened to us out. That's what he was asking me. You can interpret it the other way, I guess, if you want to. But we have other receipts and other proof that you don't know about. And that's another thing. Who the fuck are you to demand any sort of documentation and paperwork and any of that shit from him? Some random jackwagon on X or the internet? Some governess person that I don't even know who the fuck that bitch is. Some person, random person. You better show me all your stuff, your documentation. Send it to me right now. Send me everything you have. Who the fuck are you? Why the fuck does he have to explain any of this to any of you, including me? Why the fuck does he have to explain any of it? He's a grown man. This happened to him and his family. The fuck does he have to show you what he has to convince some loser with 5 subscribers? Some idiot who nobody likes anyways? He had to convince to all you clowns? No matter what the situation. Oh, they swung a baseball bat at the Patriots. Oh, but they were clearly aiming for their phones. Oh, they were bear maced at home. Well, they must have done it themselves. No matter what the situation is, no matter what the details, you guys, a lot of you, are going to take the other side. It's just like Trump derangement syndrome. Donald Trump could cure cancer on Christmas morning with Jesus. With Jesus. And you would still fucking complain. You would still find a way to go against the grain and go on the other side. So no matter what the details are, there's going to be a section of people who believe the other fucking side. And I'm telling you, if you believe, and this is the truth, and this is the honest to God truth, and I'll put my hand on a stack of fucking Bibles. 2 things. Number 1, if you think that Tommy is stupid enough, and I said stupid enough, to bear mace his brand new home's bedroom to a degree like that for a couple $100 or whatever it comes out to be, if you think that he would go through that and bear mace that, then he has got to be the dumbest motherfucker you've ever met in your life. Only even a moron, I don't think, would do that. It's financially irresponsible and stupid. It destroys their home. Their new neighbor, it went through the wall, I guess, whatever, and he got him, There's so many little things here. Why the fuck would he do that to himself? What, for a couple dollars? You know who thinks that he would do that for a couple dollars? Broke, poor people who screw over their mom and dad for $5. Rotten sacks of shit they themselves would do this. But you got to be a sorry ass piece of shit, low intelligent motherfucker, which Tommy is not, to not only bear mace himself, ruin his brand new place. What, bear maced his own dog? Are you stupid? Not only that, but then he calls his friends, Danny and Chris, and has them drive the fuck across town to go help him buy new bedding. Then he calls me and they wake me up. I live in fucking Texas. So all the times on my phone are 2 hours ahead, right? So I'm going to read you the text message that I will be releasing later today if given permission. I have to get permission because it's not me. It's somebody else's wife. If it was your wife, wouldn't you want me to ask your permission and her permission too first, right? So here's the text message. I'm going to read it to you. Here's the text message that I received at 4:09 a.m. Portland time, 4:09 a.m. Portland time on July 5th. Now, I will be releasing this text message with the timestamps, okay? With the timestamps, nobody's phone numbers involved, but you will see clearly the message that I received at 4:09. You will see my reaction, and then you will see the fact that video that they posted, the 3 million viewed one of their bed, I saw it before anyone else. They sent it to me on my text message, and I will show you. I will show it to you if I can, if they say yes, which I'm sure they will, but we're going to read it now first, okay? From Carrie, Tommy's wife, at 4:09 a.m. on July 5th, okay? And here, just so you know, I am reading my phone. You're not going to be able to see that because it's blurry and stuff, so this is what it is. In all capital letters, they fucking found us. They just threw a brick through our bedroom window and bear maced all of us, meaning baby girl too. That's the dog. They popped all our tires on both cars and put white paint all over the Escalade. What the fuck are we going to do? Oh my God. I reacted with this face. Then, clearly, we're not posting this or saying anything publicly yet. And here's the video. And I will just show you. See, here's the video. And see my reaction to it? That's this. Before they sent that video to anyone, before they posted it, they were on the fence on telling anyone that this even happened. You guys didn't even almost didn't even know this ever happened to them, because they were concerned with further doxing their situation. They didn't want people to know that they had been located. We went through, that's why it took all day for them to release the thing, because we were going back and forth with it and talking and discussing it. And they were talking with their friends in Portland about it and just trying to figure out what the consensus was, if they should post the video, if they should let it be known, what should do, because you don't want to just act rationally with the internet, with what kind of name Tommy has and the following he has. You got to be careful what you post. And once you post something, fucking it's posted, right? So just wanted to clear that up just a tiny bit. I did. I just, I will release the screenshots of that text message showing that they sent me the video at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I will release the text message clearly showing that they messaged me at 4:09 a.m. freaking out that they just got Bear Mace and told me the whole damn thing. That's not a setup. If you think that another thing too, if you think that we are all smart enough to have planned this out to the T and had all this stuff, why? So we could make a couple extra dollars? That's spoken like a real true broke motherfucker who has never had any money in his life. You think that I'm going to jeopardize all of this, my kids' security here? You think I'm going to jeopardize all my friendships I've made, the community that I have now, that my channel's growing exponentially? You think I'm going to risk tens of thousands of dollars over a couple measly $100 over a give, send, go something? You think? Really? You peasant. That's why I call you peasants. That's what I use the word peasants, because only a peasant would mace their own bedroom and set this whole fucking thing up to make $500 or whatever the fuck it is. Anybody who thinks that Tommy actually bear maced himself wants to believe that, and that's why they do. Any rational thought person, whether you are a lefty or a conservative, any rational person would sit down and look at the details of this and understand that there is I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think we were saying to each other in that message. It doesn't matter what your ignorant interpretation of our thought process is. Absolutely no chance in hell there was any way that Tommy could have bear maced himself, kept it quiet, set it up perfectly, screwed his relationship over with all of his friends and family and his new neighbor and all this stuff, and called the police and all that crap, and it was fake. Were you stupid? Yeah, I saw that they did a discovery in Salem, and Salem had no information or no proof that this event even occurred. Yeah, there's a reason for that. And that's accurate. There's a reason for that. And you're too stupid to figure it out. That's not an us problem. That's a you problem. Okay? So, just to clear that up, nobody bear maced themselves. Don't be fucking stupid. All right, let's get into it. The news cycle here. We're going to start libs of TikTok. Thank you very much. Oh boy. We just exposed the Fort Worth police for blatantly violating the First Amendment. This wasn't an isolated incident. It was a pattern of behavior involving multiple officers. Yep. We watched this on yesterday's episode of Coffee and Kly, where in Fort Worth, if you call someone a word or a name that they deem to be offensive language, you can be arrested. What? But guess what? Have no fear. Harmeet Dillon is here because she is on the case and we are going to solve this shit right fucking now. Well, okay, let's hear Jay Flemons. Thank you very much, Jay Flemons. Nick Shirley undercovers an adult daycare in Flushing, Queens with 7,000 phantom members. Nick, this public document says you have 7,899 members. Employee, no, we don't have 7,000 members. Nick, so you're overbilling then. You're getting paid $1,600 per patient. Whoa. Okay, let's watch this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shout out to Nick Shirley. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
And how come you guys are the daycare that receives the most amount of money here in Flushing, Queens?
We have a lot of members.
How many members do you guys have?
I don't have to tell you.
Because here it says you guys have 7,899.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, it's actually from the public databases of CMS and HHS.
Do I have to tell you the number?
But this place doesn't look like it can hold 7,000 people.
Can I have an ID or something? You're asking me some about...
Well, this is public information because it's public tax dollars that you guys are receiving.
I don't have to tell you, right?
Yeah, but do you guys have 7,000 members, for instance?
No, we don't have 7,000 members.
Okay, well, that's what it says. You have 7,899 in 2024, and then so that's not true.
7,000.
Yeah. So you guys are you guys overbilling then? Because you guys are getting paid per patient $1,600, and that's how you guys got $12.9 million in 2024.
I don't know how they calculate. But I don't remember. I don't remember all the numbers.
But did you have 7,000? I think you'd remember if you had.
No, I don't. We don't have 7,000 members.
So, how come you guys billed for 7,000 people then?
Do I have to tell you?
Well, you like $12.9 million on 7,000 patients, and you say there's not 7,000 patients. Are you committing fraud? Like, are these numbers wrong?
Leave, please, sir.
$12.9 million. That's a lot of money.
Leave.
12.9 million. All right, we will leave. You could have just answered the questions. Now,
I said I don't want
now
to.
People are going to be wondering if you committed fraud.
I said I don't want to, but why you keep asking me? I said I don't want to tell you the information.
Well,
and why?
These are taxpayer dollars, so.
So what? So I don't have to tell you the.
We're sick of people defrauding our taxes. This guy received $12.9 million, and right here it says they had 7,899 patients.
Oh boy, Nick Shirley has big, huge brass balls. Oh boy. Thank God for Nick Shirley, though. If it wasn't for Nick Shirley, we wouldn't know any of this shit. The Leering Center would still be leering people. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, here it is. Here's, wait, I don't know what this shows, but this is Fort Worth Police Department violating the Constitution. And then Fort Worth Police Department blocked libs of TikTok. So Fort Worth Police Department, they need to have every single officer mentally evaluated, and they need to change back to Constitution laws, and then they need to fire anybody who is not willing to capitulate immediately. If they even complain at all about not violating people's rights, they need to be fired immediately. This bitch right here, she needs to go and work somewhere else. She's not, a hot take for me, and I don't mean this in any disrespect to any of my women viewers, and I know there's a lot of you, and I love you guys. I do. I love all of you. And, you know, I don't attack women. I attack people who attack me and who are stupid. If they happen to be a woman, that has nothing to do with me. But I will say this. I don't think women should be cops at all, period. You can still work for the department. You can work as a dispatch. You can work in the station, right? Receiving people. You can, probably not a jailer, but like a street cop, women should not be street cops. And let me tell you, there's two reasons why. It's not fair either way. And what I mean by either way is if I'm in a situation where I need help, and let's say I'm 6'4", right? Let's say I'm 6'4", 407 pounds of steaming spider shit, right? And let's say I have a medical emergency or I have a problem where I need an officer to help me. Do you think that this woman is going to be able to come over and lift me and carry me to safety? I don't think so. So I called for help. I called the cops, and a 5'4" chick shows up. That's great. Also, it's not fair to the people. It's also not fair to the officer. She gets a call, dispatch sends her to a location, and there's 2 6'6" drunk men ready to fight. You think she's going to be able to break that shit up? She'll get her ass kicked. So I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect to any female officers, but you should not be a street cop, period. End of story. There are jobs at the police department you can do, but yeah, you shouldn't send a woman to do a man's job, and taking down another grown man that's drunk or high or committing a crime is not a woman's job. It's a man's job. Just saying. You may not like that, but I'm just trying to protect our women. That's all. Let's watch this.
By your talking, then we have a problem.
That is a constitutional violation of our rights. If you shut us down,
no, if they are offended by your speech, okay, then I'll write you this ticket and we'll go from there.
If they are offended by your speech, this bitch should have they should rip the badge off of her uniform. They shouldn't just kind of take it off. She should be scolded for acting like this.
Wait, you're going to take us for offensive speech?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you serious?
Speech. You're going to cite us for offensive
Yes, it's called
speech.
disorderly conduct.
That's,
Oh,
no.
Yes, it is.
Disorderly conduct has to be accompanied by conduct.
This is the conduct
I'm
that
a
you're
retired
doing.
police officer myself.
For who?
26 years federal law enforcement.
So it's federal. So this has nothing to do with local.
Wow.
It has nothing to do with local.
Yeah. Well, I look
do
at
whatever y'all think that you can do.
Well, it says 80
whatever we
decibels.
think. Wow.
It says 80 decibels.
Since y'all know the law so well, I'm not going to let y'all do whatever
So
you
I just want to clarify. If anything is said that's offensive, you're going to write a ticket?
If someone complains that your language or what you're saying is offensive...
No, bitch.
So we
No,
can use
No, not in America. That is not how it works here. She needs to get the fuck out of my country. I call for this officer. I don't give a fuck who she is. I don't care the details. I don't care how long she's been on the force. I don't care if she's like the greatest officer they have, but she should be fired immediately. And maybe also like verbally assaulted too, you know? Just a little bit. Libs of TikTok, adult store in Minnesota, Smitten Kitten posted fuck the 4th of July and says they will celebrate the death of Mitch McConnell. She also appears to suggest celebrating a Trump assassination. Do not give any money to people who hate you. Why would you post? Believe this crap if you want. You have free will, but why would you post this publicly? Immature children is what this is. They're kids.
Our unhoused neighbors is hot as hell outside. Got an allegiance to hot dogs, so we will be in here slinging dillies, you know what I mean? Also, just preemptively letting you guys know that when Mitch McConnell dies, we will be closed and we will be partying. Everyone is invited to Lyndale and Lake Street. Same thing for when it happens that I'm not going to say on here because I don't want to get charged with some crazy shit. Might be open till 8 tomorrow unless it's super slow, and then we're going to close at 5. So if you show up, maybe we'll be there. But anyways, fuck the 4th of July. We don't play that shit here.
This is what you do with this person, okay? Thank you, Libs of TikTok. Exposing everybody. That's awesome. This is what you do with this individual, okay? You take her and you put a parachute on her back. Then you put her in a C-130 and you fly. And you fly. And you get right over the Gaza Strip. And you go, hey. And she goes down. And she can be chickens for KFC. I don't like this person. Idiot. I don't see how we're ever going to fix our problem in this country. I mean, there's people who actually are buying into the idea that somebody bear maced their own bedroom for clout. Your brains are fucking broken. And then we have things like this. Your brain is broken too. What the fuck you guys would do? You just believe everything? Okay. Let me see here. Yep. No.
Emotional damage.
Now this stuff, this is okay. What is this? All right. Eric Doherty. Oh boy, Eric again. Thank you very much, sir. Wow. U.S. Homeland Security investigates agents just rescued 8 missing children during the World Cup in Kansas. Law and Order. This is the agency Democrats defund, by the way. What? Human trafficking. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I live in the human trafficking capital of the world because of our ship channel and our proximity to the Gulf and all that stuff, right?
It's been nonstop.
We have people working 7 days a week, 12 to 16 hours per day, but we get the mission done.
For agents at the Homeland Security investigations during the World Cup in Kansas City.
I think the hardest part was just getting to this point. The planning, again, over time, month after month, week after week.
Since the tournament began, agents have dialed in on human trafficking operations, arresting 14 people, identifying 9 victims of human trafficking, and recovering 8 missing children.
Unfortunately, most of these children are runaways, and they are reported missing by their families or their care providers. However, they end up on the streets. They end up with these traffickers who put them available for these human trafficking, events.
The kids found were mostly teens and several from the KC Metro.
We find them, every day. So the best thing that we can do is have people keep an eye on your kids.
HSI also seized a little more than $435,000 worth of counterfeit World Cup items, like jerseys, T-shirts, and flags.
Ultimately, they'll either be destroyed, or if they're determined to be safe, they're typically exported to third world countries where their clothing is in short supply.
Even with the games ending, working with other partners to keep Casey safe will continue.
We're almost there. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but we have a few more days till we get to the end of the road here with the World Cup.
And HSI's best advice enjoying this tournament is if you see something, say something. Live in Kansas City, Jackson Kurtz, KMBC 9 News.
Now, see, I know they say, well, we have nothing in common with the liberals. We can't get along with them, but we have no subject that we both agree on. Well, I don't know about that. Human trafficking of children. I'm down for that not to happen. I'm down to shut that fucking crap down. I'm down if you see something, say something. I'm down for this. Are the liberals not down with, are you guys want human trafficking? Or can we, if you're a liberal and you're watching this for some reason, I don't know, tell me in the comments, do you also agree that human trafficking is bad and we should do everything we can to stop it? Can we at least agree on that one thing? Ain't got nothing to do with Trump. Ain't got nothing to do with Epstein, the border, or any of that other crap. Doesn't have anything to do with trans, anything. Liberals, do you agree, yes or no, that human trafficking is bad? Can we find at least that common ground at all? I'm hoping. Please. Gotta have something in common. I don't think I can see. That's a fight that happened. Something. This guy got FAFO'd. I can't show it because it's like an attack and stuff. Attacks like that, blatant fight like that. You can't show it on YouTube. It's not acceptable for advertisers. Won't accept your thing. All right, what's this here? Trader slowly realizes he is actually being taken to prison and won't ever be leaving. Oh no! What is this? Uh-oh. Oh boy, who is this? Matt Wallace, thank you, sir. Wait, I'm following you, right? Yeah, okay.
Убирайся в безопасность. Додерживай время. Здравствуйте. Знаете, что произошло? Да, телефон наш, пожалуйста. У вас один телефон? Вон что я люблю. Да, не смотрите.
Oh boy. Oh, it looks like he got tricked. I don't know the backstory of this. I'll have to go and do a deep dive and figure out what the backstory of this is. But that's to see the look on his face. Oh boy. Yeah, fuck around and find out, right? All right. So what's this here? Hold on, let me see. What is this? Horrifying footage has emerged from a public bus in Charlotte, North Carolina that shows a man chasing and then beating a woman unconscious on a public bus. Not a single person steps in to help her. She is repeatedly punched. We do not have to live like this. What the fuck? I don't know if I can show this, so I might have to fuzz over it or clip it or something, but let's play it and see what happens.
We have edited this because it's actually quite graphic.
Okay.
That woman there is running from a man. Both of them get on this CATS bus in Northwest Charlotte, and we're going to pause it where he starts to punch and kick her until she loses consciousness.
Yes, that woman was actually trying to get away from that man, at least according to CATS officials. That's what they told us at the time when this happened back in April. And then followed under the bus. The two were apparently having an argument of some sort. It turned violent. And officers did say that the man punched and kicked the 25-year-old woman until she lost consciousness. What's important to note here is that they are still, apparently, at least according to that last check, they are still looking for the suspect in this case. And this was released to us just hours ago, even though this incident did happen back in April as part of a public records request that we sent to CATS, and also the fact too that the case is still, at least from what we've been able to figure out so far.
It makes me think of Irina Zarutska. Oh boy, you gotta be careful in this shit, man. I told my daughter, don't you ever ride a bus like that. And if you do, you bring somebody with you. If you have to ride the bus, I don't care if I'm still alive. I don't care if it's 3 a.m., 3 p.m. I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday, my birthday, Jesus' birthday. If she needs me, I will be there to pick her up. I am not letting her get in some random shit. No. I protect my kid at all costs. I don't care anything about y'all. I care about my kid.
Yeah, the case is still open.
And I mean, I watched the full video unedited, and it is extremely difficult to watch.
Yes.
And there were other people on the bus who, after the first punch, got off the bus, and it just goes to show the state of things on Charlotte's public transportation. You know, there have been increased security measures implemented over the years after a number of incidents. Including the light rail with Irina Zarutska, but even going back 2022, you had Ethan Rivera, who was a driver who was shot and killed during a road rage incident in Uptown. So
we've had incidents that have happened not only on buses, but also the light rail as well, where people have been shot or violence has happened.
Extremely disturbing video. And again, we're pushing for more information on this, and I'm sure police are looking for the person who assaulted this woman, but it is quite graphic video.
That's scary. That's so scary. Oh, dude, what a good picture. Pete Hegseth. Hey.
We have this because it's actually
Pete Hegseth, sir, you're doing a fantastic job. I'm not going to even ask you about a Town Hall Tuesday because I know you're probably unable to do it because of your situation and your job. Even if you wanted to, you probably aren't allowed to. But when you're done with your job, we would love to get you on there. But this is a badass picture. This picture right here represents what we're trying to save in our country. The future of our country is with these little kids. They're the future grown-ups. Good picture, man. Really good picture. I'm going to save, well, you know what? I'll save it later. All right, we showed this yesterday. This is the scumbag Fahima Mahmood pleading guilty to $3 million in daycare fraud in Minneapolis. So, all right, what's this? Wait, what's this? What's this? All right, Tommy Robinson. Hey, oh boy, probably across the pond. Shit, fucking Tommy Robinson. Here we fucking go. Met police were chased out of London last night by hordes of Muslims. One officer in hospital with serious injuries. No Keir Starmer addressing the nation, telling they'll face the full force of the law. Sadiq Khan not saying how welcoming London is. Oh boy. See, this is what I'm saying. Islam is lying to all of us. Every Muslim needs to leave our country. Every single last one. The kids, the women, everybody, all of them. They need to shut down all the mosques. They need to end the Muslim call to prayer being played. And they need to ban the burqa, hijab, and niqab from being worn in public. They need to remove all halal sections of all grocery stores and markets. They need to remove all the extra benefits and subsidies that these people are getting for coming into our country. They need to remove the deeds of the lands of the mosques from them, to seize the land. We're going to lose our fucking country because we're too afraid of offending people. It's over. England is over. You guys are idiots. You've lost your country. It's already over. It's already gone. It's the Islamic State of the United Kingdom now. That's nice. 31 minutes. Okay. Let's see what this is here. What is this here? Jonathan Cho, thank you very much, sir. All right. The crazies are back out in downtown Seattle. Open air drug use is raging out of control at the corner of 3rd Avenue and Pine Street near McStabby's. Cops arrested a dude with a 12-inch blade. Okay. There's also a guy wielding a shovel next to pedestrians. Oh, boy.
Having us walk through 3rd and Pine, there was a man wielding a shovel. There was an arrest for probably possession. There was fentanyl foils all over the cop car. People are in the alleyways dealing. 12-inch knife come out of a backpack, fentanyl foil, drug addicts everywhere. So when do we say enough is enough? When do we say possession of narcotics, especially fentanyl, being that we're number 4 in the nation for overdose death, number 1 retail theft, that we should have higher penalties for possession? A lot of people are asking if 3rd and Pine and downtown core have returned back to normal with open air drug use and open air markets. And to that, I say, I don't think it really ever left. It's just everywhere. It's too big of an issue to ever see a dent. It's been this way forever. That said, it's also tourism season still, and there's people coming and going throughout the downtown core. So my biggest beef since the FIFA World Cup has shut down is the cameras shut down. I think that's just a gut punch to people who live here year round, who are coming in still in masses off the cruise ships and going to the football games and Mariners games, coming in enjoying this beautiful city.
That's crazy. Gross. Glad I don't live in Seattle. Holy shit. And then we are going to end right here. Beautiful. Surge Philly. Every single time a woman demands I show my journalist ID, but rage quits the conversation when I ask if she agreed with voter ID at the Pride March in New York. All right, there we go. Surge Philly, he's getting himself into some shit. That's awesome.
I have a right to know what you're representing, right? Like if I'm talking to media.
So like I should have ID on me.
Yeah, that is actually a requirement for journalism.
So should people who vote have IDs when they vote?
We're gonna leave.
We're gonna leave. Have a good one.
It's just a question, right? If I need journalist ID, do people who vote need IDs?
Yeah, every single time. That's hilarious. All right, I think that's it. Oh boy, thank you so much for joining me for today's Coffee and Kly Saturday, right? I think the Patriots are going to do that Christian get-together thing. And apparently, Pam and all of her little cohorts are going to show up to this Christian little event today. And Pam Hemphill, the domestic terrorist, is going to protest against Jesus Christ and against God today. So stay tuned. Today's going to be fire. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.